Now, hi there, guys. In the Word of God, in the letter to Timothy, Timothy on his travels, as you know, when you travel, there's different types of water, and your stomach gets used to certain bacteria within the local water that you're staying at. If you travel to a different country, you sometimes get stomach upsets, and the Apostle Paul writes to Timothy to try to use some wine to settle your stomach. But as I'm from the west of Scotland, most of you will know that the local drink there isn't whiskey. The number one drink is in fact tonic wine. It's called Buckfast wine, which makes you do something faster, which I'm not going to discuss right now. I'm not a Ned, but certainly when you're growing up, you can't just help but taste tonic wine, Buckfast, which is made down, I believe, in Devon, down in England, which they have no license to sell the wine there, so they just, put it in lorries, send it up north, and hope that people in Scotland drink it. In the west of Scotland, especially the Airdrie area, southeast area, really started to explode there, which is the area where I'm from, and then just the rest of Glasgow just started drinking it. And I believe you can get tonic wine ice cream these days as well, which, to be honest with you, it has a certain flavour, Buckfast, which I don't like. When I was out with my friends, when I was a teenager, normally they'd give me things like the toenails of the bottle, and it didn't taste a million miles away from what actual toenails would taste like, I'd imagine. Why? Because the monks take their shoes off and their socks off, and they crush the grapes barefoot. And they talk about things like that while they're drinking it, which is rather strange. Now, I don't think the price of a bottle has gone up in about 20 years. I haven't tried it for a long time, certainly since I've been born again. It's not to say that I occasionally do have some local wine when I'm having communion. I don't buy communion wine. I have my own reasons for that. I don't really trust the Catholic Church and what have you. But normally I might get a wine just to take some communion. That wine will last for up to a month. Could even last for longer than that, because I'll just have a tiny little drop in the bottom of the glass and maybe some bread. And that's how I do communion. Sometimes I share that with others. I was in a shop today, and guess what I found? Well, this is another tonic wine, and this one I believe is made in Ghana. I think there's another one that they import from Jamaica, and what this says is kasapreko tonic wine is made with carefully chosen plant extracts, well known for their stimulating values. This light red sweet wine can be drunk on its own or with your preferred mixers anytime. Wow, sounds really interesting. So I had to buy a bottle. I kind of describe the flavour of the Buckfast tonic wine. It's rather a kind of a bourbony, kind of a strong wine taste, but it's not really a nice flavour, I would say. To be honest with you, if you haven't tried it before, I wouldn't do it, but it's rather sickening. I'm just looking at the label. I'm seeing that there is rather an 18% alcohol. I know certain YouTubers would love the percentage, certainly. I'll probably take off in Edinburgh this wine. We can have a rivalry between Ghanaian tonic wine and maybe Buckfast tonic wine. But this is certainly higher percentage than the Buckfast one. And the ingredients is alcohol, purified water, sucralose, plant extracts. Not much in the way of grapes, I would say. Wine flavour. I don't know what wine flavour is. I've not really experienced that before. But we're going to crack it open. There you go. The seal is still intact. So I'm opening this. first impressions are this is strong. You're literally sniffing. It's more like a how would you describe it? There's a drink here in West Africa called Origin, which they use bitters. It's more of a bitters taste, and this certainly smells more like in the bitters area, which a lot of people take for different reasons. You can buy it with the non-alcohol as well, just like Guinness. You can buy the malt, which is non-alcoholic. So I don't know if you want to smell that, but you know, there's certainly a bitters smell to it. I'm going to taste it. And it tastes exactly the way it smells. To be honest with you, there's not that much flavour to it. There's an aftertaste of a wine flavour, but the initial taste is more a kind of a bitters, not an alcopops kind of. It's not sweet. It's not that sweet, but it's actually fairly pleasant. It's not too bad, but it's not got all the flavours that the Buckfast has. But this certainly would get you drunk, probably just as quick or quicker than Buckfast. But I wouldn't recommend it. So I can feel slight burning. Second taste. Yeah, it's not too bitter, you know, it's like quite a pleasant taste again. It's something that I may use, you know, for communion over the next few weeks. So that's what else I can really say about it. Alrighty. Well, I've just been trying to zoom in to the bottle there, and there is obviously a little symbol saying if you're under 18, you can't drink it. But the other interesting symbol is that if you're a pregnant woman, you can't actually drink this. I don't know why that is, but it must be something to do with the bitters. It must be something to do with the leaves in it, because as we know, wine is usually all right for the ladies and it's beer for the gents. You know, as the pub landlord tells us. Bill Murray, the pub landlord. It's not Bill Murray, is it? But it's I forget his name, but you know, the comedian guy. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. I just have a little bit left, which I will finish, and I'm not get intoxicated. I'll not break any rules or any laws, biblical laws. So thank you for watching, guys. God bless you.